everybody, welcome to Shel lectures. So today we'll be dealing with a very interesting topic of grammar. So that is direct and indirect speech, or in short we can say reported speech. So let's get into the topic. As I always say, whenever I start a grammar topic, don't just get back or don't just leave this video, then you'll be regretting upon what you did. Because these grammar topics are not as tough as you think. It's damn easy. Just we have to know certain rules and we have to know how this gets converted into that. It's all maths formulae, just similar to maths formulae. If we are thorough with all those formulae, we can just be a master in these kind of grammar topics. So let's get into the topic, reported speech. So in this we have to first know what is direct speech and what is indirect speech. And this indirect speech is also known as reported speech. So what do these two terms refer to? So direct speech is nothing but, for example, I am telling my friend, okay, I am telling my friend, Sam said to his friend, comma, inverted comma, just let me tell it how I tell it to him. Tomorrow is my birthday. Okay, so what did I tell my friend? Tomorrow is my birthday. So if I tell Sam said to his friend, comma, inverted comma, tomorrow is my birthday. Actually, these words are the actual words spoken by me, right? Tomorrow is my birthday. I didn't change anything there. I didn't change any pronoun, or I didn't change any tense, or I didn't change any other component. It says as it is. Right, so it's the actual words of the speaker. So from this we can come to know what direct speech means. It refers to the actual words of the speaker. If the teacher says tomorrow is your test, okay, then the teacher said comma, inverted comma, tomorrow is your test. It's the actual words of the speaker. It's known as direct speech. And what about indirect speech? I told it to my friend that tomorrow is my birthday, and my friend will go and tell it to one of his friends that tomorrow is Sam's birthday, right? So that is what is known as indirect speech. That is, reporting someone's words to someone else is known as reported speech, or it's known as indirect speech. So this is what is the basic difference between direct speech and indirect speech. Direct speech is quoting the actual words of the speaker. Indirect speech is quoting what someone said to someone else. For example, my teacher said that tomorrow I'll be saying just like my teacher. My teacher said, tomorrow you'll be having your test on this chapter. Okay, so when I come to my home, I will be telling my mom, my teacher told me that tomorrow I will be having a test in this chapter, right? So that is what is known as reported speech. But the teacher told it as tomorrow you will be having a test in this chapter. But when I told it to my mom, I just altered some of the words there. So that is what is known as reported speech. So this is the basic difference between direct speech and indirect speech. So for direct speech, we can have a sentence, Raj said, comma, inverted comma, I love eating apples. So here the punctuation marks play a very important role. Here the comma, then the double quotes, and then you have to place the question full stop and then the double quotes. Or if you are placing question mark, if you are writing an interrogative sentence, then you have to place the question mark and then the double quotes. You should not write the double quotes first and then the punctuation mark, it will go wrong. So Raj said comma, inverted comma, I love eating apples. So this is actually quoting the exact words of Raj. So this is in direct speech. This is in direct speech. So what about indirect speech? Raj, let me not tell you the rules and confuse you at the very beginning. I'll just write how it looks in indirect speech and I'll teach you how it comes. So Raj said that he loved eating apples. You just don't see why the words have been changed here. I'll teach you how this change occurred in very soon. So Raj said, I love eating apples. These are the exact words which Raj spoke, and I heard what Raj spoke and I am going to tell it to Ram. Okay, Raj said this, I heard that and I am going to tell it to Ram. How did I say that? I told to Ram. Sam said to Ram, right? Sam said to Ram, Raj said that he loved eating apples. Okay, so this is not a part of the sentence. I'm just writing that to make you understand the concept very clear. So Raj said that he loved eating apples. This is how I have to report what Raj said to a third person. So this is what is known as direct speech and indirect speech. So here we have to remember some very important rules which need to be followed in the conversion of sentences from direct speech to indirect speech. First of all, the tense change, which is very important and at the same time the easiest one also. Present tense changes into past tense and past tense changes into past perfect. Present tense changes into past tense and past tense changes into past perfect. Any kind of tenses like present, simple present changes into simple past and simple past changes into past perfect. And if you get a sentence with past perfect, will you go back? No. If you get a sentence with past perfect and you are asked to change it into indirect speech, you should write the answer also with past perfect. So past perfect stays as past perfect. Now come on. Present continuous changes into past continuous and past continuous changes into past perfect continuous. Present perfect changes into past perfect and past perfect remains as past perfect. Okay, so also present perfect continuous changes into past perfect continuous and past perfect continuous remains as past perfect continuous. So with all the tenses can be just related with each other using these three basic tenses like present changes into past and past changes into past perfect. For example, if you are getting be verbs like is, how does it change in past tense? It changes into was. And how does it change into past perfect tense? It changes into had been. So you can just mug it up or memorize it. Is, was, had been. And if it is are, it changes into were and were changes into had been once again. Okay, so or if it's am also, am changes into was and then had been. Okay, so is, was, had been. Are, were, had been. Okay, is, was, had been, are, were, had been. Is, was, had been, are, were, had been. You can just memorize that by making as a rhyme as we did with be verbs earlier. Is, am, are, was, were, has, have, had. You have to tell those rhymes often. Only then you can get it into your mind. Okay, is, am, are, was, were, has, have, had. So these all are the be verbs or auxiliary verbs or the helping verbs. So present tense changes into past tense and past tense changes into past perfect. We also have some other word changes which take place here. For example, if you are getting a word called now in direct speech, when it changes into indirect, it changes into then. And when you get a word known as yesterday in direct speech, when it changes into indirect speech, it changes into the previous day. Or you can even write the day before. These things have only to be memorized. There is nothing in understanding these things. And then we have tomorrow. If you have a word known as tomorrow in direct speech, when you change that into indirect speech, you have to change it as the following day or the day after. The day after. And this changes into that. Today changes into that day. So why am I writing all these things? If a word known as now occurs in direct speech, I am writing now. But when you are changing to indirect speech, you must replace the word now by then. And then you have yesterday, which must be replaced by the previous day or the day before. And then you have tomorrow, which must be replaced by the following day or the day after. And this changes into that. Likewise, these changes into those. And today changes into that day. And there are a lot of other things which we will be learning when we are doing the exercises. Okay, but these are the basic things which must be remembered, the words that must be changed. So now let us have a good example of a direct speech sentence and let us learn the parts of a direct speech sentence. Raj said, comma, inverted comma, I love eating apples. So I am always sticking on to this sentence because this is the first sentence which strikes my mind often when I deal with direct and indirect speech. So just adjust with me, okay? So Raj said, comma, inverted comma, I love eating apples. So here we have to know what are the parts of a direct speech sentence. So this is nothing but the speaker, right? He is nothing but the speaker. So let me add one more thing here. Raj said to Ram, I love eating apples. And I don't know whether Raj is mad because he has been saying I love eating apples to a lot of people. Okay, so Raj is the speaker here because he is the one who is uttering those words out and Ram is the listener. And then we have this thing which is known as the reporting verb. Which is known as the reporting verb. Either it may be said or it may be told or it may be asked. Okay, and then we have here one more thing which is the reported verb. Reported verb. So this is actually the part which is outside the double quotation, and this is something which is inside the double quotation. And here the only thing which we do is changing the reporting verb. Okay, that we'll be learning the subsequent videos, but still I am making it clear. And then inside the quotation mark is what we have to do all the tense changes, and also we have to change the pronouns. Okay, for example, even we can have this sentence: Raj said to Ram, I love eating apples. Actually, whom does the word I refer to here? Raj said to Ram, I love eating apples. So I didn't say Ram that I love eating apples. Raj said to Ram that he loved eating apples. So Raj is what I refers to, right? So instead of I, when you change it indirect, you must change it into he, because I refers to Raj. You need not write Raj once again, because according to pronouns rule, the second time when a name is being mentioned, you can just replace it with the pronoun. So Raj said to Ram that he, okay, we have to use the word he there because the pronoun gets changed. So the two things, the two predominant things which get changed while converting sentences from direct speech to indirect speech are that the one thing is pronoun and the next thing is verb. Verb is very important. Present changes into past and past tense changes into past perfect. Okay, so in the next videos we'll be learning in detail about all the rules which are meant for all these kind of sentences, and I again repeat, this topic is much easier than you people think. Subscribe to my channel if you have not done so far. Like and share this video to whomever you know. Thank you.